A billionaire fell in love at first sight, watching a girl fix her bra in his car window. She never even noticed him. What happened next, nobody planned. Before we begin, have you ever had a moment so embarrassing you wanted the ground to swallow you whole? Tell us in the comments. And don't forget to rate this story from 0 to 10 at the end. Enjoy the story, everyone. Monday had one job: be a normal day. It failed immediately. Mia Collins was already running late, resume crumpled in one hand, coffee she hadn't touched in the other. Heels clicking against the pavement like a countdown, she was already losing. She had one mission today: get to the interview. Don't fall apart. Look like someone whose life was at least somewhat under control. Simple. She was one building away when she saw it. A sleek black car, parked right outside the entrance. Tinted windows catching the morning light like a perfect mirror. Mia slowed down, glanced left, glanced right. Nobody is watching. She stepped closer, set her coffee on a nearby ledge, and got to work. Quick, efficient, completely focused. She fixed her bra inside her blouse with the practiced speed of someone who had done this 100 times in worse situations. Then the lipstick came out. She applied it carefully, pressed her lips together, smiled to check the result, and froze. Lettuce, right there, between her front teeth. Bright green, completely unmistakable. She groaned, quietly but fully, then panicked, started working on it with her finger, her face contorting into an expression that had absolutely no business existing outside a comedy film. She was so focused. She didn't hear it at first. The soft hum of a window rolling down. Slowly, Mia froze completely. Her hands were still near her mouth, eyes going wide, heart doing something deeply inconvenient. Inside the car, a man, dark hair, sharp jaw, eyes that had clearly seen everything, from the bra to the lipstick to the lettuce, and were quietly, devastatingly amused by all of it. Neither of them spoke. The silence lasted exactly long enough to be unbearable. And Mia Collins, standing on a Monday morning pavement with her finger near her teeth and her dignity somewhere on the ground, understood one thing with absolute clarity: the universe had absolutely no mercy. Mia ran. She didn't look back. She told herself it was because she was late. It wasn't. She burst through the building entrance, fixed her hair in the elevator mirror, reminded herself to breathe, and walked into the conference room wearing the most composed expression she could assemble in 30 seconds. She sat down, smoothed her resume on the table, told herself to focus. Then the door opened. Ryan Lawson walked in. Same dark hair, same sharp jaw, same quiet amusement was sitting at exactly the corner of his mouth. Mia felt the ground disappear. He sat down, opened her resume, said absolutely nothing about what had happened outside. Mia decided she would also say nothing. For approximately 4 seconds. It was an accident, she blurted. The window. Ryan looked up slowly. The bra adjustment or the lettuce? Mia wanted to dissolve directly into the chair. Instead, she lifted her chin. Both. And for the record, the window was staring at me first. Ryan almost smiled. He looked back at the resume. And Mia Collins, somehow, survived the most humiliating interview of her life. Ryan set the resume down, asked real questions. Mia gave real answers, not the rehearsed kind. Not the kind she had practiced in the mirror at 6 a.m. The actual kind. When he asked why she wanted the job, she didn't reach for a script. Because I'm good, she said. Not perfect, not connected, not from the right schools. But I work hard, and I don't give up. And if someone gives me a chance, I make it count. Ryan was quiet for a moment. The kind of quiet that's hard to read. Then he closed the resume. You're hired. Mia blinked. Just like that. Just like that. She stood up slowly, genuinely unsure whether to laugh, cry, or run before he changed his mind. She made it to the door. Miss Collins. She turned. Ryan's expression was completely neutral, except for that corner of his mouth. Try to avoid the car windows on your way out. Mia walked out of that office with her heart pounding and her face burning, absolutely certain that this was either the best day of her life or the beginning of something she had absolutely no plan for. First day, Mia arrived early. Clean shirt, neat hair, coffee in hand. Zero disasters. She found her desk, wedged between an artificial plant that had seen better days and a printer that seemed personally offended by its own existence, and told herself firmly, today will be normal. It wasn't. Someone on the third floor had seen the car window incident reflected in the building glass. By the time Mia sat down, the story had already traveled through half the company. She didn't know this yet. She found out when Ryan walked past her desk that morning, paused, and said without looking at her, "Watch out for the lettuce." Mia choked on her water. Nora Banks, sitting at the next desk, nearly spit out her tea. By afternoon, a sticky note had appeared on Mia's monitor. "Miss Lettuce," with a small doodle underneath. Mia dropped her head onto her desk. "I knew I shouldn't have gotten out of bed today." Nora appeared beside her, smiling like someone enjoying every second of this. "Everyone gets a nickname sooner or later. You were just more efficient." Mia looked up. "Is this a normal workplace, or did I accidentally join a circus?" "Little bit of both," Nora said. "Welcome to the jungle." The notification appeared at 9 a.m. Investor presentation. Mandatory attendance. Auditorium B. Attendees, Mia Collins. She read it twice. Then I walked straight to Ryan's office. "You actually want me in an investor presentation?" "I like surprises. You're good at them." "I usually sit in the back and eat cookies during presentations." "Today you're trading cookies for the front of the stage." Mia took a slow breath. Then she went back to her desk and stared at her screen for 4 minutes without reading a single word. The auditorium was full. Executives, investors, people whose suits probably cost more than her monthly rent. Ryan presented confidently. Numbers, projections, and strategy. The room listened carefully. Then an unexpected question landed. How would younger audiences respond to this product? Ryan turned. "Any thoughts, Mia?" Every eye in that room found her simultaneously. She froze for exactly 2 seconds. Then, people want technology that feels human. Something that doesn't make them feel stupid for not understanding the jargon. Think of it as an app that says, "Everything's fine. Take a breath. And just click here." The room laughed. Someone nodded. Someone leaned forward. Someone wrote something down. Ryan gave a quiet smile. And Mia Collins, the girl who had fixed her bra in a car window just days ago, had just impressed a room full of investors. The team dinner had 8 seats. Then 7 were canceled. Then 6. By the time Mia walked into that restaurant, only 1 seat was taken. Ryan's, wine glass in hand, completely unbothered, looking like a man who had absolutely nothing to do with any of it. "Where's the team?" "Last-minute cancellations. All of them." Remarkable coincidence. She sat down slowly, because what else could she do? The restaurant was elegant. Cloth napkins. No prices on the menu. A waiter who silently judged everyone who walked through the door. They talked. About work. About architecture. About life. But somewhere between the first course and the second, Ryan changed. Less CEO. More human. Quieter in a way that made you want to lean in. Mia told him about a client once. An elderly woman who cried the day Mia finished redesigning her home. Ryan went completely still. "That's admirable," he said. "Nothing more." She looked at him across that candlelit table and felt something shift. This wasn't the man people whispered about in hallways. Cold, calculating, untouchable. This was someone else entirely. And that was the most dangerous thing she had discovered all evening. The building was quiet. Long day. Empty hallways. The kind of silence that settles in when everyone else has already gone home. Mia stepped into the elevator alone, pressed her floor, and exhaled. The doors began to close. A hand stopped them. Ryan stepped in. Neither spoke. City lights glittered through the glass walls, indifferent, beautiful, and completely unaware of the tension filling every inch of that small space. Then the elevator stopped. Between floors. Mia's eyes widened. Was that what I think it was? Looks like it's stuck. You're joking. I never joke about elevators. She let out a nervous laugh, because nervous laughs were all she had left. Ryan leaned against the wall and looked at her. Just looked. Like he was quietly solving something he'd been thinking about for a very long time. "This feels like a movie." Mia said, mostly to fill the silence. All that's missing is the ending. One step closer. Should we make it real? Her heart stopped completely. She opened her mouth. The elevator jolted back to life. Doors opened. They stepped out in silence. Both of them are smiling. Neither of them saying a single word about what had almost happened. Days passed, but that almost kiss? It didn't. It lived in every silent hallway, every accidental eye contact, every meeting where they sat 3 chairs apart, professional, composed, completely unconvincing. At work, Mia was flawless, controlled, untouchable. Alone, she was unraveling. She pulled back the only way she knew how. Short replies, emails over conversations, rerouted hallways, small, careful distances, like if she built enough of them, she could forget what almost happened in that elevator. Ryan noticed. Of course he noticed. One evening, office kitchen. Just them. The hum of the refrigerator. The weight of everything unsaid. You're avoiding me. I'm working. You're avoiding. She turned. This can't happen, Ryan. You're my boss. One step closer. And if I weren't? That's not the situation. But if it were? It's not. He went quiet. Then low, steady, certain. Look me in the eye. Tell me you feel nothing. She opened her mouth. Nothing came out. He already knew. She walked away. He didn't follow. But that look on his face, patient, unhurried, like a man who had already decided the ending, followed her all the way home. He called her in with no warning, no agenda, no project file, no excuse for either of them to hide behind. Just 2 chairs, 2 coffees, and the conversation that had been sitting between them for weeks was quiet, patient, and impossible to outrun. I thought a lot about how to start this, Ryan said. Mia waited. Then I remembered, a slight smile. We've survived far more embarrassing moments than a conversation. She felt something loosen in her chest. The bra, the lettuce, the elevator, all of the above. He leaned forward. No CEO in his eyes now. Just him. I admire you, Mia. Not just your work, the way you think. The way you turn every disaster into something that actually works. She held his gaze. I spent a long time convincing myself this was just work. Her voice dropped. That I felt nothing. But I did. I just didn't know what to do with it. I don't open up easily. His voice was steady, certain. But with you, it was different. Silence settled between them. Soft this time. Not heavy. So what do we do now, she asked. Ryan smiled slowly. We stop pretending and see where this goes. And for the first time, neither of them ran. No grand gesture announced it. No dramatic moment. No speech. Just one dinner that led to another. A walk that became a habit. A Sunday that neither of them wanted to end. And then somehow a rhythm. Easy. Natural. Like it had always been there. At work, they were flawless. Professional. Composed. But small things betrayed them. The way Ryan's eyes found her the second she walked into a room. The way Mia laughed is different now. Lighter. Like something in her had finally exhaled. Nora noticed first. Obviously, you two are terrible at hiding things. We're not hiding anything. You're hiding everything. Badly. Ryan learned Mia collected mugs with ridiculous quotes and talked to herself when nervous. Mia discovered Ryan made extraordinary pancakes and had a completely unapologetic love for terrible sci-fi movies. They argued about small things, laughed about the same arguments an hour later. No announcements, no declarations, just 2 people showing up for each other, day after day, until one morning it was simply undeniable. They had built something real, something neither had planned, neither had expected, and both had quietly, privately decided, was worth absolutely everything. He called it a trip. Just need to disconnect for a bit. Mia packed a bag, grabbed her favorite mug, and didn't ask too many questions. A small wooden cabin, a lake that turned pure gold in the afternoon sun. 2 days of quiet, the kind that doesn't feel empty. On the second day, he suggested a boat ride. She said yes without thinking. Out on the water, Ryan stopped rowing. No sound except the lake. No movement except the light, shifting gold across the surface. Everything, completely, perfectly still. I didn't prepare a speech. he said quietly, reaching into his pocket. Mia's breath caught. Because everything I want to say you already know. The small velvet box opened. Simple ring. Just enough sparkle. Just enough of everything. You taught me to laugh at my own mistakes. His voice, steady, certain, completely unhurried, just like always. To stop taking everything so seriously. To believe a simple life can still be extraordinary. He looked at her. Mia Collins, will you marry me? She laughed, then cried, then laughed again. Yes, 1,000 times yes. He slipped the ring onto her finger. No crowd, no announcement, no grand performance. Just a lake, just them, just the quiet hum of everything they had built together, finally, completely whole. And that was everything. The beach was quiet at sunset. No grand venue, no elaborate arrangements. Just the sound of waves, warm golden light, and the people who mattered most. Mia walked out in a simple white dress, hair loose, moving with the wind, looking like someone who had finally stopped running. Ryan stood waiting, white shirt, calm on the outside, eyes full of everything words couldn't hold. Nora cried before the ceremony even started. When Mia finally reached him, he leaned close, voice low. You're on time. First time ever. She laughed. Of course he said that. Of course. The vows were simple. No borrowed lines. No rehearsed poetry. Just two people, saying exactly what they meant. Every single word earned. When the officiant pronounced them husband and wife, Ryan kissed her before the sentence was finished. Nobody minded. Months later, Mia handed him a small package. No occasion. No explanation. Ryan opened it slowly. A mug. 3 words on the front. Dad in training. He went completely still, then looked up at her. Really? She nodded, eyes already filling. He pulled her close, laughing, crying, completely unable to speak. Both of them tangled together in something too big for any single word. Better than pancakes, she managed. So much better. They held each other, feeling the warmth between them, knowing it had all started with one embarrassing moment outside a parked car. One awkward, ridiculous, perfectly imperfect moment that neither of them would change. Not a single second. Mia just wanted to fix her bra and make it to her interview on time. Instead, she started the greatest love story of her life. So here's the question. Do you believe one embarrassing moment can change everything? Drop your answer in the comments. Rate this story from 0 to 10. Subscribe and ring that bell, because next week another story is coming that you will not want to miss.